Also tonight, it's been 10 years since the apology to the stolen generations. We travel back to one of the infamous homes where many young girls were taken.
Hello, I'm Bridget Brennan at the old Cootamundra Girls' Home in southwestern New South Wales, where generations of Aboriginal women were forced into domestic service and abused. 10 years since Kevin Rudd said sorry, they're still fighting for justice. We'll hear from them a little later in the program.
Australia's oldest known human remains, known as Mungo Man, rewrote the history books when they were discovered in New South Wales in 1974. After 40 years of scientific study, today he was returned to his traditional burial place. Indigenous Affairs correspondent Bridget Brennan was there.
For 43 years, Mungo Man was off country. Now he's back home.
Poverty, alcohol and violence in that outback town. Bridget Brennan reports, and a warning, this story may disturb some viewers.
Everyone's hurting, the whole community.
It was just tragic, really tragic for the town.
Tennant Creek is a troubled town dealing with the aftermath of an unspeakable crime.
It just goes to show that we've got these animals that are in our community that can do such a thing.
2 weeks ago, while adults partied in Tennant Creek, a 2-year-old girl was raped. The toddler and her siblings were being raised in a notorious part of town known as the Bronx.
There were concerns, real concerns, about where they were staying with the mother, being a party house, the alcohol, the drugs. Something should have happened before. You know, we're not only blaming the police or the government or anyone. As a family, we should be blaming ourselves.
The Gupapinu clan paint a story of the Sugar Man's spirit. They teach their grandchildren these traditions, and they've spent 4 days educating non-Indigenous people here at Gama.
A small change to us is just a massive change for them in their ways of life.
Education will be key if a referendum goes ahead.
They can easily rush through government processes. It depends on the priority.
A referendum is a priority for many people who've been here at Gama, but they know that a successful campaign to lobby politicians and educate Australians could cost millions.
What's different in Australia's response to this compared to other countries which have high rates of HTLV1?
I think we're a long way behind. Having said that, look, the virus is neglected in most countries.
Searchers estimate about 5,000 Aboriginal people are living with HTLV1 in Central Australia, but most don't know they have it. And that presents a real challenge for doctors who now need to go and inform communities sensitively about this retrovirus.
There's probably confusion and a little bit of anger too that, you know, people don't, why haven't they been told about this?
Infectious diseases experts say there's no accurate picture of how many people have HTLV1.
People are starting to connect, people are starting to understand.
In the scorching heat, a massive crowd marched in Melbourne. About 50,000 people stopped traffic in the CBD.
It's 80 years this year since Aboriginal people first began protesting on the 26th of January, and so it's fitting that this year huge crowds are out in support of Aboriginal rights. This is no longer just a call to change the date, it's a call to attention for the many issues still affecting Indigenous communities right across the nation.
Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women are killed by their partners at twice the rate of other Australian women. But the town camp women who've been in Canberra this week say not enough funding is going to grassroots groups to carry out vital violence prevention work.
Listen to our women!